I want to make it really, really straightforward and simple for you guys, uh, for whoever is listening to it. Because if you think about the masterclass, I'm going to pull out maybe my masterclass that I just did so that you can have a vision in mind what it looks like. One
Okay.
second. And I want to make it really, really simple for you guys. Um, there are like three prompts. Like you can even use two. Like one is to for me to come up with a very good name, but you can even do two. And it's really simple. I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. I'm gonna share my screen. Can you see the screen, Kim?
Yes, I can.
Okay, cool. So this is a masterclass that I've just prepared. And so you have the name here and the time, blah, blah, and this button to, people click and then to put in their information in there. And then down there, so you pretty much has all of those wordings and, and your photos and then testimonials and who you are. And then that's pretty much it. And then all of these can be done in ChatGPT. So let's start from the first one. So what I did was that this is the prompts that I prepared for you guys. So there are really three of them, and I'm gonna share the document with all of you after this as well. The first one is that I asked the ChatGPT to give me a name for the masterclass because I want a juicy name for it. And if you already know the name of your masterclass, you don't have to do this step, but I would love to have ChatGPT to brainstorm for me. And do you know the website of ChatGPT, Kim?
Yes, I do.
Okay, cool, cool. So where's my ChatGPT? There's one using the way. One second. So basically, I would just say, okay, I'm going to host so the red part is whatever that you can replace it with your version of it, like how many days, whether it's paid or whether it's free masterclass, or you can even call it like challenge. A lot of people call it challenge. And so for me is to teach entrepreneurs how to tap into their best version of themselves and change their self-image, blah, 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 achieve their dreams. And it will be 3-day event with 1 hour each day and with Q&A on day 3. So this, you can replace it with whatever that how you want your masterclass to structure. And then the down here is I'm preparing a website to promote the masterclass and invite people to sign in the masterclass. On day 1, I'll talk about blah, blah, blah. On day 2, I'll talk about blah, 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 blah. On day 3, oh, okay. So this one actually is also your own one because this is what I'm going to talk about in my masterclass, self-concept. Why is it so important? Day 2 is help people to be aware of it. And day 3 is who they need to be to achieve their dreams. So that would be your day 1, day 2, day 3 agenda. The reason
Okay.
why I listed here for ChatGPT because I want ChatGPT to understand what I'm going to achieve and what is my intention behind the masterclass and what is the topic so that it can come up with the names for me. So I just write, can you think of a name for this masterclass? Can you give 10 examples? And let me just find it for you. So this is a paid version. Uh, but you can always use the free version for it. So homepage. Hold on, where was it? I found it yesterday. One second. So this is, I'm going to host in this, blah, 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 achieve their dreams. Okay, cool. And then here, uh, no, it's not this one. The downside of the ChatGPT is that it doesn't really, you can't really search it for like what I've done in the past with keywords. You can't really search it.
Hmm.
At least I can't find it. So I have to like look for all of it to find which one did I do in the past. And oh, this one, maybe? Um, Oh, here we go. Here. So this is what I did with the prompts. Just, oops, no, this one. Just that I showed you. And then so it gave me boom, 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 the 10 examples of the name for this masterclass. And you just choose whichever one resonates with you the most. And then, oh, Mora. And then after that, the second one is the content of it, like the main. Hello, Moira. The main content of it. I saw your message, Maura, and yeah, thank you for letting me know. That's all right. Um, and then the second one is okay, now, so please act as my copywriter for my website. Please use the best copywriting skills and practice. And then here, the red thing, the part is you can replace it with your niche. So I said that, okay, I'm a mindset and manifestation coach. I help entrepreneurs and business owners to achieve their dreams and goals by shifting their mindset and beliefs, stepping into their best version of themselves, and take inspired and aligned actions. And so I just give the ChatGPT a little bit information about what I do so that it can come up with the relevant copywriting for this masterclass. And then here, I'm preparing the landing page for people to register for my 3-day masterclass. The name of the masterclass is Self-Mastery, the Key to Success, which I found from the first one. Can you write a few paragraphs to introduce my masterclass to people to invite them to register for my masterclass? And then here, I also put it red here because I want it to be a little bit personalized to my own style. So you can put it your style here as well. So I said, please use a couple of stories in the copywriting talking about how what we think about ourselves carries energy and feels, and how the energy and feelings attract people. For example, blah, blah, blah. So for you, you can say, please use a tone of like warm or professional, or please use it very how to say well-written English. I don't know what your niche would be, and you can just replace it whatever. And then so what I did, so I put it in, and what it looks like is uh oh, chat. Oh, thank you, Maura. So I put it in here. Oh, you see that I have a lot of things going on here. So I put it in here, place blah, 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 and then so then it comes with all of this, all of this here. And from in a world where people are joining in the world where the constant change is constant, only constant is change, the key to unlock blah blah blah. You can read it. Like it's really good written, I think. The paid version, myself thinking, hello Cindy, is more is less robot than the free version, but absolutely fine. You can use a free version. And another website is Gemini. So that is a Google one. You can do the same thing. You can just copy paste whatever, the prompt in it, and it will generate their version of it. So you see that Google, it's more like casual energy, casual feeling of it, depending on like what is your energy, what do you prefer? I sometimes use a combination of the Google, Gemini and the ChatGPT. I just like pick and choose which part that resonate with me. And then I just put all of them into my uh my masterclass landing page. And then of course, like the testimonial, you do it yourself. And then a little bit about myself as well. That ChatGPT cannot do it for you because it doesn't know you. So, but what you can do is that you can write, I did this. I said, okay, can you, as some person, I've drafted a few paragraphs to introduce myself to people. Can you use the best copywriting skills to rewrite those paragraphs? And then you can just like draft whatever that who you are, why you are doing what you're doing, what inspired you, and what you want to achieve with your business, how you want to help people, etc., etc. And then I was also like testing because I want it to be really plain English. I don't want it to be like written English, only the words that you will never use when you talk to people. I want to be able to like as if I'm talking to a person. So I said, can you use an easier to understand and daily language to write it as if a 10-year-old can understand the words? And then it just gave me very, very plain English. And then I can pick and choose whichever that suit me the most. And then so if you have a team, you just let them. So what I did that, oh, let me just share this with you. So landing page. So if you have a team doing this for you, I literally just put it because I've had a structure. You see my masterclass landing page. I have like, this is a section one. And then section two, so section one is like general information. Section two is kind of like talking to the people who I want to attract to my masterclass. And then some like what they can achieve with the masterclass and the testimonial section, and then introduce myself section, and then the last kind of like call to action section. And then so I just put it in section one is this, see, this is general information. Section two is the powerful one. It's what I want to say to people that I want to attract. Section three is kind of like in between and then what they can achieve. Section four is testimonials, and section five is whatever. Section six is whatever, and then I give it to my team, and then so they can create this, and then using my copywriting. Because one thing that I like to I don't want to use the word control, but I would like to resonate with myself is that I want to be with my words, with my energy at least. And so I want to make sure that all of those writings are resonating with me. And that's how you do it. And then so that's the second part. So you have your first is how ask your ChatGPT to help you to come up with some names. And the second is that it can ask it to write the entire copywriting for the landing page for you. Any question from you guys so far before we move to the email sequence? No? Oh, good. Cool. And then, so you have your email sequence. Basically, what does that mean is that when somebody click this button and then they, put in their names, put in their emails, and then click join now, and immediately they normally would receive an email, right? Receive an email with all the information and everything. And then normally would before how many days before the event, they would receiving another email to remind them, hey, the event is coming up and make sure that you have time for that. And then later on the day one, day two, day three, like everybody has a different sort of this email sequence. So what I use is that I have an email sequence for people who signed up for my masterclass. You can borrow mine if you don't have one, and also tweak it to your preference. It's just really I'm just using whatever resonate with me. I also borrowed from other coaches, like my coach, I borrowed her and then tweak it from there. So I normally people would receive an email immediately after that, and then they would receive a free event reminder just before it starts. And then the day one, when it starts, they will receive another reminder, and then they will receive a replay for the day one, and then day two reminder, day two replay, day three reminder, day three replay, and then enrollment and last call of enrollment, etc., etc. You can just design it for yourself. But in the ChatGPT, how you do it is that you can just copy whatever it is. So the red part is you can replace it with your niche. So this 3-day event will start from when to when and what time. People will receive a sequence of emails after they've registered for this masterclass. Each email will have its own purpose and content. And then you say, okay, one email will be sent to them immediately after they register. with the time zone, Zoom link, and the Facebook they need to join. And then another email will be sent to them 24 hours before the event. Basically, is the sequence of what I just showed you. This email 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I just listed here. However, make sure that at the end, you don't just ask the ChatGPT, can you please write all of those emails? Because it has a limit of length that the ChatGPT can give to you at once. So when I did that in the past, I said, okay, can you please write all the email for me? And all the emails it gave me was just like a couple of sentences. It's not really an email. It's just like a headline because of the limitation of the wording. So what I'm doing is that I just ask it one by one. Okay, so I write down all of this and then say, can you write email 1? And then, so what it does is that, so here is what I put in. Can you please write email 1? He said, okay, that's fantastic. So it said, okay, what is the subject? And then this is the email it writes for you. And you can just replace, the time. The time is already here for you because we put it in the prompt. And then you can replace this with your Zoom link. You can even put your Zoom link in the prompts, then it will come up with that. And then the Facebook group link, and you can replace it with that, whatever your Facebook, or you don't have Facebook link, that's fine too. And then you don't need to really change anything unless you want to. I did because, again, I wanted to have a little bit more personalized one, and I used it with Gemini to help me to write the right message for me. And then the next email, you don't have to write the whole thing as the email 1 here. You can, because the ChatGPT, it remembers what you've taught it or asked it or said to it. You can just say, okay, that's great. Can you write email 2? And they say, absolutely, here's the second email. And it will refer to the prompts that you put it here, like the one email and the second email, whatever you write there. So it will give you in that order and the purpose of it that you've written. And then it give you the email 2 with every information. And it's different from email 1. It's not copy and paste. And then I really love this one is that, there is a like final checklist of it. I love that one. And then email 3, email 4, you can just continue, write it. And that's pretty much it. And if you have a team, you can just put it in here and then share this document with them. And then your team would just put it in the system for you, whichever the system, CRM system you're using. And that's pretty much it. It's really simple and straightforward.